We're on?
Yeah.
Oh, we're live.
Hello.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Fin Factor, the live post-game edition of Round 1, Game 5. The Beards live another day. Sharks pull off a 5-2 victory at home against Vegas Golden Knights.
It was great. It was a great win.
3-2 series now.
It looked a little similar to Game 1. When
Sure.
I guess the Sharks lost some teeth and won.
And won 5-2, if I remember.
Yeah.
That's fake.
All right, here we go. How many teeth are going to be needed to get another win?
Well, at least two more to win the series, right?
Yeah, the hockey gods are demanding some kind of
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Give us your
this
teeth.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Gallant's going to complain about each and every one of those teeth that come out.
Yeah, no, that was hilarious, seeing Gallant getting all upset about the call. He was just barking at the refs. And then as soon as they they scored the power play goal, like the ensuing power play goal, there was that shot of Gallant going like this to the referee, like being really sarcastic with the thumbs up. I saw one guy on Facebook, I don't know the name, I have to go back and check, but he changed his profile picture to Gallant doing this. And it's like, that's beautiful.
It's a great screenshot.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think everyone should change their picture, their profile picture to the Gallant. The sarcastic thumbs up.
So, I mean, all around, a much better game defensively. Martin Jones looked like he was playing a lot better, but you take a look at the defense in front of him, and again, they tightened it up as well. So they did a really good job of helping out their goaltender, a guy who had been struggling in net, but you know, kind of what I've been saying was, you know, let's not allow all the breakaways, the 2-on-1s. There was a 2-on-1 and Dylan broke it up. I don't remember many breakaways.
There was another 2-on-1 that Martin Jones broke up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, he played well, but I think the defense played much better in front of him than we've seen in the last couple of games.
Yep.
So that was an encouraging sign, and that's what you're going to need. It's nice to have your goaltender stand on his head and play really well, but if you want to win, you know, over the long stretch, you're going to need a team effort.
Yeah.
So it was good to see the group come together, play well in front of him, and him, you know, coming up with the big saves when he needed to.
Someone wants a GIF of Gallant giving the thumbs up. I'm sure that will be.
Oh.
If it's not already done, it will be done. I'm sure.
Yeah, 10 more seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find it. I'm sure.
Vlasic looked great tonight.
Yes.
I think that was a big part of the defense was looking more solidified.
Yeah.
Having him back there, I mean. Think about how the Sharks ever won a series without Vlasic in the lineup.
I don't think so.
Because every time he gets hurt, they seem to just not do well.
Yeah.
So he is, I think, a bigger part, a more important part, even in a down year that he had this year, right? Compared to the rest of the years that he's played, he still is a big anchor for the team. So it was good to see him back and playing. And yeah, anyway.
No, I think so too. It was great seeing him there. You know, the pairing that I was kind of shocked about was the Ryan and Braun pairing, which I like Ryan and Braun together more than Ryan with Burns.
Yeah.
And Braun with Vlasic for some reason hasn't looked too good. I don't know why. But Vlasic playing alongside of Burns was working out really well, and Dylan alongside of Erik Karlsson working obviously very well. And then you've kind of got that mutant pair of Ryan and Braun. Well, Ryan and Braun, they actually set up the fourth line goal when Goody tipped it in.
Yep.
It went from Ryan across ice to Brawny, and then he fired it in, and it was just a beautiful tip by Goody, taking a page out of the captain's book. And this thing goes just ever so slightly off trajectory. And when it hit the corner, it's not like it went the corner and in. It like hit the corner and then came right back out. Like it was just tucked perfectly and came right back out. It was just amazing. At first, I thought it didn't go in because of the way that it bounced right out. But just a beautiful tip by a fourth liner in Goodrow.
Go Bells. That's how you play with heart.
Okay.
That's a good one. We did just get $10. Go Sharks, go Bells. That was a much better game from Sean Savage.
Sean, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
We really do appreciate it, man.
The game just seemed, to me, and I said this to you before we went on here, that the Sharks they looked like their legs were under them and they were skating harder. And not that to me, because they were skating so hard and getting to those loose pucks and winning those battles, it looked like Vegas was slow, that a little bit sluggish. But you said that it's not that Vegas is slow; it's that the Sharks were faster.
Yeah, I think tonight so in the previous game, right, I saw a Sharks team that was lethargic and slow and moving their feet, and I saw a Vegas team that wasn't. And so every time they would get into like the corners, you know, the Sharks are kind of looking over the shoulders and gliding into the corner, and then, you know, here comes anybody on Vegas, and their legs are moving and they're right on their back, right? Tonight, what I saw was Vegas still chugging their legs and trying to get there, but the Sharks also doing the same thing and beating them to the corner, beating them to the boards, beating them to the puck. And that was just something that we didn't see in the previous game. So that lethargic skating, I've been calling it from the Sharks, not really existent in today's game. I don't know what they had for breakfast, but whatever it is, they need a healthy dose of it for Game 6 because you're going to go back to the Fortress and you're going to need to start a game just like that.
Yep. A little hello from Timu in Finland. He's up early, I guess.
Vakari?
Yeah.
Hey, Timu. What's up,
Timu?
buddy?
Long-time viewer.
The original
the OG.
Finnish. Yeah, the original
OG
Finnish viewer,
yeah. People are asking about the brackets, like who's busted their brackets.
Everyone.
Nope.
What?
I have the Sharks winning it, so
okay,
I'm still
no,
in it.
You didn't have Columbus.
No, but I did have the Lightning losing in the second round.
Okay, that's fair.
So
that's
I'm not
so
losing as many points
not
as
so
everyone
bad.
who has the Lightning going all the way through.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
getting hosed. So
I think I can't remember who it was. It was like one of the brackets that they checked out. It was like 38,000 people that did this one bracket, and there was like one person who has a chance to get 100% still because they did some wonky like everybody swept.
Well, the first round,
yeah,
you have to guess the number of games.
Exactly.
That's what makes it hard.
I think they said 20 people guessed that they were going to go through the first round, Columbus, and there was only one person that guessed that it was going to be a sweep. Like, yeah, so anyway.
I'm the guy. If I'm the guy in charge of the music at the SAP Center, then I play Baby Shark at the end of the third to take away the joke of the song in Vegas on Saturday. Well, Sunday. They're playing Sunday, not Saturday.
Maybe, yeah.
And Zach Croft says the Sharks fans get another video on Sunday.
Yes.
So thank you,
awesome.
Zach.
Well done.
I would love to high stick Gallant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would. I would love to.
I mentioned on Twitter to somebody, I said, just give him some duct tape.
He
needs to get
biggest
tossed, man.
Crybaby I have ever seen on the bench.
He goes a little too far.
For a coach,
yeah.
That's way too far. For a coach.
Yep.
Way too far, in my opinion. The guy's barking at the refs every opportunity he gets, and everything is like, you can see it in his face. He's just always complaining, always whining, and it's just, I mean, it worked. As soon as they dropped the puck, and what was it? Carlson, right, was called for a trip.
Right.
And the guy skates on Carlson's skate and falls over. It's not like Carlson was trying to slew foot him or anything. His just foot was there. Guy falls down.
We have 83 people right now. Is it the camera or is it the computer?
I've got audio back.
So they can hear us?
Yeah. If you can hear us, let us know in the comments. That would be great. Assuming that you guys can still hear us. Again, thank you, Brett. I know everyone's kind of giving you a hard time right now, but we certainly will not. So thank you so much. That's extremely generous of you.
All right, let me go back here. Knights better at home. They're in the wrong team. Aaron pronounced with the hard G. That's because that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ryan makes sense with Braun because they were able to put this off defense. How do you think Donskoy played tonight?
I thought Donskoy looked like he had a lot of jump step.
Well, we got to take a break. The audio's choppy.
Oh, okay.
Their feed.
We're back. I hope. I think.
These comments are awesome. We're laughing. We're reading them and laughing.
Yeah, Aaron's sitting here looking at the comments, just dying. I tried to jump on, but oh well. So anyway, back to the original question, Donskoy. How did he look tonight? Yeah, I thought he looked great. He was moving his feet. I think he was playing with Jumbo's line for a while there, if I'm not mistaken. He replaced LeBanc.
I think they kind of blended it up a little bit.
Yeah. No, he looked solid. He was moving his feet. He was handling the puck really well. He had a couple pretty nice little plays where he was kind of circling back with the puck and keeping it away, protecting it really well. And he had his head up. I loved what I saw out of him. I mean, there's not many guys tonight that I didn't like what I saw out of him.
I can't restore video. I don't know why. You're stuck on a technical difficulty screen.
Really? So they can hear us? We good? Aaron finally has time for the comments. Can't see us. Audio better, but no video, so we can keep talking.
Yeah,
okay.
All right.
I gotta take you guys away.
All right, we'll be back.
You're live.
All right. Oh, we're live now? Okay, here we go. Okay, we think we've got it all figured out.
This is what happens when the Sharks win.
Let me at least just say
Generous
this.
fans.
Let me say this, okay? If this was ran by Aaron and myself, this stream would be done, okay?
We'd have no video.
We'd be like, I don't know, I give up. Super producer Jason doing anything and everything he can to get us back up and running. Thank you so much, Jay, for getting us back and going here. We will try to keep it going as best we can. If you guys want to give to the show again, the super chat, please do it in $10 increments. We don't seem to go down when we get $10 or less. So, but again, thank you so much. We also do very much appreciate it.
My favorite comment was, "Don't cross the streams."
That's good.
That definitely happened.
That's awesome.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right, Jay.
It's all right. It's all right.
All right. So I'll just have a McCoffee. I'm turning in from Hong Kong today. I usually watch the streams after the fact because I'm at work, but I'm on Easter holiday this week. Thank you, Jamie Murphy, coming in from Hong Kong. Pickles for President. I'm just going to go through these. Aaron Friendly, it's time for the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know why Sharky was wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle outfit. I guess you don't know, but Hurdle's nickname is Teenage Mutant Ninja Hurdle.
Yeah.
So that's why Hurdle was having a heck of a game.
I think they knew he was going to be the first star, so that's why Sharky changed.
He probably ran in and was like, I got to put this on real quick.
For sure. Yeah.
He's had that for a couple years, though, that outfit. My question when we're back up, do you think Pete DeBoer will continue to mix the lines, or will they start with one tonight? I think everything is on a short leash because it's a elimination game from this point out. So I bet they start with the lines that work tonight, and then if things aren't working, if they get scored on, if they're not looking good, then the blender is going to go right into the blender.
So just want to say real quick, this is a Martin Jones goalie stick. It's apparently broken because I got it at one of their practices and they left it behind. It's like chipped and all this stuff everywhere. Wow. But I was able to go to the practice today and get him to sign it for me. So I'm not saying that I had everything to do with his play tonight, but when you have a fan come up to you when you're having a bad day.
You're also not saying you're not.
I'm not saying I'm not, no. No, it was me. So, no, when you have a fan coming up to you and they've got, your stick and they want you to sign it still, even though you've been having a bad go at it and everyone's kind of at your throat, I think maybe that helps give them a little bit of confidence. So I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit here. So you guys are welcome too.
Yeah. No video, but we have radio faces. Do we have video now? Are we good?
Yes.
We're all right?
We have radio faces?
You are good.
Will Brett's donation go towards a more stable stream? Probably.
Yes, I'm sure it will.
We'll remove all the duct tape.
Yeah,
all the duct tape.
Yeah, the duct tape will be gone.
There's no duct tape.
Just not snot and duct tape.
Did Aaron get a haircut during the break? Shines too much. Take it away. Sorry. I did shave my head today, so it's extra shiny.
Got the
today.
Ninja Hurdle wax going on. That's good.
It's really...
Look at that.
Oh, my God. It's so
can
shiny.
you see it?
It's so...
Jeez.
Whew. Man. All right, not gonna. I'm getting off topic here. Where's my number 3 and a Coke? We should start a Patreon.
I'm for it. I mean, obviously I'm for it, but yeah, it's just a matter of the levels and what we'd be able to offer you guys really for monthly contributions, I guess would be the word.
We're up to 100 right now, but
oh wow,
thoughts on Donskoy?
We didn't lose people after all that? Wow.
I don't know. Thoughts on Donskoy and Sorensen swapping lines? Sorensen has struggled this series. I think Sorensen's getting pushed around a little bit because he's small. I mean, he's like 160 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He's been getting away with it during the regular season because I think teams aren't as physical as they are in the playoffs. However, if you look at the hits, I think usually in the first couple games of a series, the hits are really high and it starts to trend down a little bit because they get tired and beat up, banged up. And I think that tonight, there was a lot less hitting tonight than there were in the first 4 games. So that could benefit him. And there's another extra day of rest, too.
Well, and it's funny you say that, talking about his weight and how much he gets pushed around. I mean, obviously, Donskoy isn't exactly the biggest guy on the ice either. So when they swap him, I'm not sure. You probably have a point there with the number of hits going down. I'm sure. I mean, we saw in Game 3 it was almost 100 hits. I'm sure after that, things have probably calmed down a bit because when you're delivering a hit, you're still banging up your body. So the longer this series goes on, I feel like the hitting might start tailing off, even though it did ramp up in Game 3. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting point there that it has something to do with Sorensen maybe being a lightweight. I've seen Sorensen throw his body around, and we even said it on the show. He was just a little, like a rag doll throwing himself, really. But he was out there and he was doing what he could, and he was throwing the body. And I'm sure that DeBoer loves seeing it. If he's struggling to put the puck in the net, it's an elimination game every game from here on out. So if he's not able to get it done, he's obviously going to be looking for another line combination that works out well. And I think Joe and LeBanc have been working out okay as far as DeBoer is concerned. And Donskoy is a pretty decent talent. I don't want to see him on the 4th line. So if that means you plug him in that top 9, Sorensen's played on the 4th line before. He's no stranger to it. And he does bring a good level of skill to that line in terms of both his foot speed, his hands, and his shooting ability, which we've seen as Joe Thornton setting him up. But I mean, again, he's a little guy, but he's throwing the body, and that's kind of what you want to see on the 4th line. Donskoy's not going to throw the body, even though he's about the same size. Yeah. So I think it's the right move.
Do it again for Game 6. Getting his autograph.
I'll have him sign it again. I'll have to go to Vegas though.
Did you see Jones do the slide to the bench? I did not see that tonight.
No, I did not. Not today. I did see him do the slide to the bench when he had a broken skate blade and he was like shuffling.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though. Yeah.
Surprised Paul doesn't wear sunglasses sitting across from me.
And just like this the whole time. Just hold my hand up.
Aaron's head is brighter than the ice at SAP. Man, just piling it on today, boys. Did Jones shave his playoff beard? If so, it must have helped, right? I didn't notice. Did he have a beard?
I don't think he did shave his beard. I don't really remember because I wasn't looking for his beard or anything today. But yeah, I don't think he did shave it off. It does get kind of scratchy when you have like your chin, what's the chin guard, I guess.
Yeah.
For your helmet. But you know, most skaters don't have that. But the goalie would have on his mask. I'm assuming there's some sort of chin piece that's there. Or even if he doesn't, just the mask coming down, I'm sure it might irritate. So for goaltenders, I would maybe consider giving them a bit of a pass if they need to shave that off, just so they're comfortable.
Yep. And let's see. Sorry, I'm still catching up.
That's fine.
If Haley is healthy for Game 6, would you want him back in the things or leave him the way they work tonight? I like Haley and I like him in the lineup, but I think you do what won you a game tonight. So I would say the same lineup, unless somebody else is banged up or something. Although LeBanc was benched, I think, in the most of the third period, wasn't he? He wasn't really on the ice very much. So who knows what Pete is going to do. Although LeBanc is such a lethal weapon on the power play, such a power play specialist, so it's worth it to have him in over benching Haley or Donskoy.
Yeah, and I think with Haley, an interesting point saying that, you know, you go with what worked, at least in the last game. Well, Haley also played in Game 1, so it's not like he's, you know, kryptonite or anything. He's not going to automatically lose you the game just because he's playing, and I think it was hilarious that people on Facebook and Twitter were all saying, oh, Jones is starting? Well, then let's grab the golf clubs, right? Just basically, it's not just one person that's going to win or lose you a game. It's the team's collective effort, right? And tonight I saw a much better collective effort. And if Haley's a part of that on the fourth line, so be it. I don't think he's going to throw that line off from what they've been doing. I think they've been doing a great job going out there. Now, there's more skill, obviously, out there. If you have Sorensen on the fourth line as opposed to Haley, there's definitely more skill out there. And certainly the amount of speed that Sorensen brings. And Sorensen will throw the body, but he's not going to deliver a hit like Haley can, right?
And he's certainly the body and just bounce off.
Certainly not going to be standing up with the fists as much as Haley does. Although Sorensen, for a little guy, does do a pretty good job of sticking up for his teammates.
We got $4.99 from Martin McTaggart. The Sharks did a great job of managing their emotions and not taking the bait. Play your game, not theirs. Yes, exactly. And it's almost like the other way around, where Gallant was really emotional and he was kind of losing it a little bit. So. It was great to see that and see him get frustrated. Yeah. I was really hoping he was going to get tossed. In fact, I didn't look at the post game to watch it, see if he said anything yet, but I would assume that he's going to say something about the refereeing after the game and get fined for it from the NHL.
Yeah.
Not that he wouldn't be able to coach in the next game, but hopefully the Sharks can continue to frustrate him, which I'm sure frustrates the players. Or, you know, little domino effect there. But I think the Sharks played well and didn't emotionally get themselves out of the game.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And, well, to go back to the Super Chat there, thank you again for your contribution. We totally appreciate it. With regard to Gallant, I wouldn't be surprised if he says something in the postgame that gets him a bit of a fine. And you know what? That's maybe what we need, the Sharks, right? I think we need that. I think it would be great to have him say something about the refereeing, get fined, and now it's something that's in the public eye, and the referees see that and say, you know what, we're tired of this guy bad-mouthing us. He bad-mouthed us in public. Yes, he got fined, but you know what, we're not going to stand up for that. And the next time he's on the bench barking at them, I hope they give him the smiley face thumbs up right back to him. You know what I mean? So this could play right into our hands if he's gonna lose his mind over what he feels is a bad call, which I don't understand how you think it's a bad call when teeth go flying. I don't know, but
he did this last year too.
Yeah, well, he just does this.
He always does this. And Pete DeBoer even said that this is like one of his tactics that he uses to try and get the refs on his side and get calls made. It probably works better in Vegas. The home crowd kind of right there.
Egging it on too. Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? That's one of the hallmarks of a good coach. So you do whatever you have to do to help your team win. And if that's coaching your team, fine. And if that's trying to persuade the refs one way or the other, fine. I mean, that's he's doing everything he can to get his team to win. I just think it's goofy, and I'm overseeing it. So.
One of the big stats that Jason Hillier said, the Sharks won 2/3 of the faceoffs tonight, from what he heard.
I said that,
yeah. That was that's a big deal. You're controlling the puck on the offset, so I really think Vegas couldn't really get their game going tonight. The Sharks, someone else mentioned earlier that they clogged up the neutral zone, which is what the Sharks need to do. It prevents Vegas from really getting rolling and getting those odd man breaks and getting their speed in the neutral zone into the offensive zone. So Sharks need to do a better job of that and get that going. Jeez, we got another one.
I want to address that real quick. Jason, longtime listener, when we do appreciate your question. And you got it bang on there, buddy. I told Aaron this too. I said, there's a long stretch where we were playing really bad during the regular season, and our face-off percentage was horrible during that stretch.
Yeah.
Tonight, like you said, we like 2/3, I think is what it came out to be. And, we said a few times on the show now, Couture saying, from good defense comes offense, right? Play good defensively, get the puck, possess the puck, and then worry about breaking out. Well, when you're winning the face-off, you are automatically getting the possession and then able to move the puck up and out. You don't even have to play defense at that point. You just have to get possession of the puck. Winning the face-off, a great way to start off when you're trying to make your push up the ice. So, excellent observation by you. Well done.
Christopher Lindsay, $5. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Eric Carlson for going at Reeves during the one scrum. Everyone was in on the game. Love how much heart this team played with today. I think Carlson's starting to look a little bit better. I think. Still not 100%, but he seems a little bit more comfortable. He got another 1 assist, 2 assists tonight. So still leading the team in scoring. I think he's looking better, and man, he's going to look good. He's another 2 days of rest for him too. I mean, with everybody, but that's only going to help him. So. Yes, everybody was in on it. I think the Sharks are going to be really pushing. We got another one. JT, I'll just go into that. Okay. JT Shark, $1.99. Thank you. Do you think the effort of the fourth is underrated? I think you mean the fourth line.
Yeah.
Yes, I think when you can roll 4 lines, it's going to benefit you because your bigger guys, your star players, are going to have just a little bit more rest. I saw a lot today in the second period. The Sharks pinned Vegas down in their end, and they looked dead. Like they could not move. So, unfortunately, the Sharks didn't really get to capitalize on it. They came close, but couldn't. I think the Sharks need to do a better job of that. I think they can do a better job of that, and they need to really convert those chances. And a couple other comments, like Timo looked really good tonight. He looked like a power forward. Logan looked good. Timo looked absolutely fantastic tonight, pure power forward.
Yeah.
I think I said this yesterday to you, was we need those other players to step up. Like, where's Burns, Couture, Pavelski?
Call out
Hurdle.
Yeah.
And even Meyer. Meyer's one of those young guys, but they're expecting him to produce. They need to produce. And tonight, Meyer not quite, but he had his chances. We need those guys to win.
Was it Couture goal? I can't remember. Meyer drove the net and got it in Fleury's pads, and I can't remember who it was, banged it under. You'll let me know in the comments, I'm sure. Somebody banged it underneath the Fleury's pad and it went straight in. But it was Timo Meyer making the rush on net and setting that up. So, I think he got the assist probably because I don't think anybody else touched it. That might have been the Hurdle goal. I'm not sure. Was it Couture?
Score?
I think it was Couture. I think it was him pushing it in. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was just a great effort by Timo getting the puck, inside, getting to that danger area, not wheeling back and looking for another pass. So yeah, you're absolutely right. And as far as the fourth line goes, I'm absolutely impressed with the fourth line. I think, just like with Vegas and how I said that the Sharks have a better lineup than Vegas does, but Vegas is like this blue-collar team, and they always move their feet, and they're always chugging after pucks. I feel like our fourth line, at least tonight, from what I saw, our fourth line tonight was moving their legs really, really well. They take, the level of skill that they have may not be up to par with some of the other lines and the other lines against, right? But they go out there and they put the work boots on and they go. And it was really good seeing Barclay Goodrow get rewarded for that. Not just Goodrow, but again, the mutant pairing of Ryan and Braun, getting on the scoreboard as well. So
I mean, this is, if you look at the Sharks compared to Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas, their second line has been doing all the damage in the entire series for Vegas, and tonight they were quiet.
Yeah.
They had 2 power play goals tonight, nothing 5-on-5.
Right.
They're almost a one-line team right now. You control that one line, similar to Colorado, similar to Edmonton. You control that one line, you're going to stop them. For the Sharks, they don't have just one line that you really need to control. It's a mix of the 3, I think.
Yep.
So I think what I said before the series, it benefits the Sharks as long as they can control that second line, and that might be a little bit more difficult away in Vegas in Game 6. But I think you control that line, you're going to control the game.
Yeah, I mean, results tonight kind of speaks for themselves, right? So, good contributions from everybody, even if they weren't on the score sheet. Everybody again moving their legs, playing good defensively. We saw a lot of times where the shot came and Jones covers it up, or the rebound comes out and the boys collapse. They did a much better job protecting their goaltender tonight. As I was showing you the heat map from Natural Stat Trick before they had a power play, I think is what it was. And every shot that they had was on the outside, was in the perimeter. At least in the first period, like in the beginning of the game, they were really making sure that everything was going to the outside and protecting that goalie, protecting the first minute, the first 5 minutes, right? Because you don't want to start off, down like that. So I think they did a really good job of keeping everybody to the outside till at least start the game. And then, the heat map kind of shows that there's a couple more that were on the inside there. But Jones stood tall. I mean, there's a lot of those that, probably should have been goals. Yeah. And he did a really good job of staying calm and keeping his feet moving. And he made some spectacular saves tonight.
Yep. Thanks to John Doe, $4.99. The other thing I noticed tonight was that the Sharks seemed to be playing looser and enjoying their game. I think so, too. I think... they were controlling the game, so I think they were able to play a little bit looser. I think they were trying to limit their mistakes out of the back end to limit the turnovers. They still had some. I think Carlson had a couple that were pretty bad, but fortunately they didn't capitalize on them. So, they're kind of that's kind of how they play anyway. They're kind of a loose team. So I think the Sharks tonight got to play their game because they didn't go down early. That was the first game since the first game of the series that they didn't go down early and limit those chances in the first 5 minutes of each period. Yeah. And, I guess they scored in the last minute.
Yeah, Vegas scored in the last minute.
But that was kind of a weak call against Kane.
Yeah.
The high sticking call. How do you call that a high stick?
It was really his glove that hit him in the face.
Couture loses his teeth, and it's the same penalty as that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That should have been a 4-minute double minor.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kane's it was like his glove hit the guy in the face as opposed to the
guy's
stick.
Face hit his glove.
Yes,
Come on,
I know.
really?
I know. Absolutely. Trust me, I'm on board. But no, it's amazing what a little bit of confidence can do for you, right? I mean, they started out the right way and, picked up a couple goals. And you knew the power play goal was one of those weird ones where it bounces off a skate and then bounces off, what was it? Jones' skate, I think is what it was. It just kind of ricocheted. He wasn't even trying to do that. He just bounced.
He threw it to the net from behind the goal.
Yeah, right? hit a defenseman's skate and then it bounced in, and it's just like, okay.
I feel like Jones gives those up a lot.
Maybe, but
to me, that's an MO that everyone throws it at his feet from behind the net.
They didn't throw it at his feet. They threw it out to pass it out, and it hit a defenseman's skate, came back, it hit him, and went in. I mean, it's just one of these like weird, that it just happens to ricochet around and bounce in. That's one of those ones where it's like, you know what? Even if that was the first goal of the game and you're down 1-0, I shake that one off right away because that was a no-skill play. That one just happened to go in. So, I mean, if that's how you're going to have to score your goals tonight, guys, then I'm not worried about you, right?
Did you see who opened the doors tonight?
Was it the guy that was the 49ers?
No.
No, okay, who was it?
The A's.
No. There was a guy from the 49ers that they were talking to out at the pregame. Brody and Curtis were talking to.
Mark Canna and somebody else. Mark Canna.
Okay.
Go Bells.
Oh, really?
He's a Bellarmine Bell.
There you go.
He went to Cal.
Nice.
Can we acknowledge that when baseball players open the doors to start the game, we are 2-0. When John Lynch opened the door, we are 0-1. Coincidence? I think not. Well, we're 1-0 when a Bellarmine Bell opens the door, right?
Okay. So they need us to open the door.
Just
start the petition, boys.
Oh my God! How
Wouldn't
awesome
that be sweet?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Majority, 99% would be like,
who? Like 5 people be cheering for us in the arena.
Seriously. Thank you, Alan Kelly, for $9.99 a 4-pack of Monster for Joe. Joe needs them.
Yeah.
Joe loves his Monster
drinks. He's trying to kick
drinks.
the habit, I think, but sure, why not?
Yeah, way to feed the habit there, Alan.
Thanks, Alan. We appreciate it.
Joe said thanks. Liam Hendricks, that was the other guy. Thank you. Mark Hanna and Liam Hendricks.
Okay.
They both play for the Oakland A's.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I was the guy that they were talking to, Brody and Curtis were talking to, is a football player, 49ers player, Pettis? I don't know.
Yeah.
They were talking to him. I just figured he was the guy who was going to open the door because why else would a professional athlete from a different sport, but a local team, want to be there talking to them? It just didn't make sense to me. So.
Oh, that was Alan's coming in.
That's Alan's, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's Alan's, whatever. Yeah.
And they left.
Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it, bud.
There's dozens of our fans that would be there.
Dozens.
It's from Illuminato.
At least a dozen, maybe.
Oh, we got 100 watching right now.
Yeah, that's nice. There's 100 people watching, but like folks from Finland or from Sweden obviously aren't going to the game, so they wouldn't be at the tank.
100 out of the 17,492, whatever. Less than 1%.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
I'll take it.
Does anyone know when Game 6 starts on Easter Sunday? I would assume
They don't know yet.
It's 7.
Say
7.
It's gonna be 7 or 7:30, but
I think
not
7
released that
because
yet.
it's a Sunday night and it'll be nationally televised.
Sure.
And it's a Game 6, so it's a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
People will tune in more.
You guys might be streaming from your phones. I won't be here.
Oh, right.
right.
Producer Jason won't be here, so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do.
It may be a much lower quality stream than you're used to, although we did have a bunch of broad technical difficulties, so who knows?
You'll get a preview of what it would have looked like without Jason here.
Do they want that preview now?
Yeah, if you're not following us on Facebook, you might have to, because if we can't figure it out on YouTube, we'll probably just do it Facebook.
Oh, we can do it on YouTube.
Okay.
That's easy.
All right, cool.
We're not doing Facebook
Not
Live
super
anyway.
technical, so.
We tried Facebook Live for a while, and it was
all
not
bad.
fun.
No good.
All right, so all right, how about this? We'll take a break, or not a break, but tell us where you're from, where you're watching from, and how you found us.
Yeah, so tell us that information, and while you guys are typing that out, I'm just going to remind you of a few things. One, EASHL on PS4. Search for TFF. That's for the Fin Factor, obviously. Search TFF for the abbreviation for the club.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Oh.
So that you guys can it's open to the public. So jump on there with your friends. You don't have to play when I'm there. You don't have to play when anybody else is particularly there. But if you want to just kind of coordinate with your buddies and join that club, absolutely jump on there and play again TFF for the PS4. I'm just looking to get the arena point stuff so that I can play around with the arena things. That's the first thing. Secondly, the store. We're still doing the 10% off your entire order promotion. So that is using coupon code playoff mode.
One word.
No space. Yep. So just playoff mode. It'll give you 10% off the entire thing. So, Brett, thank you for your $50 donation.
He might have left. I don't know.
You may have
People
left,
are asking where he is.
Did he go?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Everybody's picking on me. Forget this. No, but I mean, thank you for the contributions you guys are making. I would say feel free to do that in the form of getting a hat or a shirt so that you get something back. But either way, we'll happily take it, and we'll go straight into the show to kind of enhance the viewing pleasure.
Dante Pettis was the guy.
Dante Pettis.
And then real quick before I start going where everyone's listening from, what's your opinion on the T-Mobile Arena and atmosphere in Vegas compared to San Jose? I think it's amazing.
I think they are berserk, yeah.
And I think it's because they're the only professional sports in town. I think the Sharks started off like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the Sharks took off so well. Because at the time, the Niners were up in San Francisco. Right. The Giants were there.
Candlestick.
The A's, the Raiders weren't even there, actually. They were down in L.A. And then the Warriors were just garbage in the 90s, in the early 90s. Not that bad, because they had Mullins and Hardaway, right? The Tim and Chris burger and the Chris and Tim burger.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Sharks were the only act in town early on. So I think Vegas is kind of similar. I think when the Raiders do show up in 2 years, whatever year now, it won't be as popular as it is.
And I have to give credit where credit's due. Everyone thought that when Vegas was going to get their hockey team, that it was a horrible idea because you're just going to get a whole bunch of outsiders coming in, and it's just going to be their arena is going to be packed with a bunch of people that are rooting against them. And I mean, I have to say, I'm actually really impressed with the numbers that the fan base is coming out with. I'm not impressed with the fan base's attitude necessarily, because a lot of those fans are kind of they need to get knocked down a peg. But
entitled
in terms
is the better word.
Thank you, entitled. Yes. In terms of them showing up and having heart for their team, there's no denying that. I'm completely over their whole medieval times pregame show stuff. I'm over that.
Is it the same? I didn't even watch the other.
I didn't. I don't. If it is, I don't know.
I haven't watched.
Whatever.
So I don't know.
I'm over that altogether. It's hockey. I'm not Don Cherry, and it's just hockey. Let's just stick to hockey. But I mean, I understand.
Get off my lawn.
It's just a little over the top and a little bit much. But it's Vegas, so I get it. But for me, it's just not really for me. Having said that, again, I think it's amazing what that city has done in terms of drawing their fans in, and it is their fans. Not just a bunch of random people that are just showing up. You got people out there that are just in jerseys galore.
They forced that in a way.
Yeah.
Because I know for season ticket holders,
that too,
you have to go to so many games. You can't, a lot of people were buying. Like they kicked out some woman. I saw this news article a while ago. She had season tickets and she lived in Canada somewhere. And she would come to some of the games, but not enough, and they ended up getting rid of her season tickets because they have such a line, a wait.
Yeah.
And then for playoffs, if you wanted to sell your tickets on the secondary market, they charge you a higher price than if you were to go to every game. And I don't know how they enforce it, but they really make it hard for other teams' fans. Because when we think about it, think if Vegas started as an expansion team, they don't make playoffs, right? And their team is just garbage, and they just get run over the league. Vegas is like a transplant city. There's not a lot of people from Vegas. There are, but not enough to fill an entire arena. So you would have every other team jersey in that arena, and you wouldn't be selling anything of Vegas.
Right.
So I think they did a tremendous job in controlling it in a way, and they got lucky because Vegas was good and they went so far last year.
Yeah.
So I think the combination of all of that really makes that atmosphere fun, and I think it's going to be like that for a long time. So good on them for that. I think they did a tremendous job.
Right.
Real quick, Cody. Really happy with the leadership Couture showed tonight. Thank you for the $4.99, Cody.
Oh, thank you, Cody.
I agree. We think that Couture is going to be the future captain of the team.
Yeah.
Once Pavelski is gone, maybe next season, we'll see. But Couture is really stepping up in the leadership role. I think he didn't do enough earlier in the series, especially when they're losing. I think he was playing well, but just you needed him to score and really take control more of the team. I think he did a great job tonight, and I hope that he continues to do that through the rest of this series and hopefully beyond, if there is a beyond.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I don't want to lose Joe Pavelski, if that happens to be the case, I think we're in pretty good hands with Logan Couture. We've seen Pavelski take a puck to the jaw, come back after putting a face shield on, and we saw just tonight Couture lose 2 teeth, went to the tunnel, came back out of the tunnel to show the ref that he was bleeding, still didn't get the 4 minutes, went back into the tunnel to get whatever he needed done, and then came back out and took a shift, right? I mean, that's a warrior right there. So I think they're in good hands with him taking over the captaincy should Joe Pavelski move on from the Sharks after this season.
All right, we're going to go through where everyone's watching.
Yes.
And people watching should make sure that thumbs up on the stream to give it more visibility on YouTube. Thank you, Jamie. Oscar Pedersen, I'm going to say it's Pedersen, Sweden, because he's Swedish.
Okay.
Reminder, dads, prep those Easter eggs. Thank you. Sorry, scroll down. Chicago, YouTube, San Jose Sharks. That's how they found us.
Nice.
San Jose, California, Go Bells. Thank you, Alan Kelly. San Francisco, recommended feed and HF boards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's HF boards?
It's like a hockey forum kind of thing.
Hockey forum boards. Okay. Turlock, California. I cut my teeth with the Sharks. I'm still here just breaking things at home in Montana. Thank you, Brett. That's Brett.
Nice.
Chicago, looked up San Jose videos. San Jose, found you guys on my YouTube suggestions.
Nice.
Awesome. San Francisco, found you guys when I looked at Sharks videos on YouTube, then followed you guys throughout the season. Vallejo, YouTube, getting Xbox is better than PS4.
I don't like the controller, man.
It's the controller.
Yeah, otherwise I probably would, but I can't get my, I don't know. I don't like the controller.
HK.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Oh, that's the guy from Hong Kong.
Oh.
Found you guys on Twitter. Northern Quebec, and because you guys are gods. Thank you, Zinxie. Stockton, California. Found you guys from San Jose Sharks Facebook group where nobody shows love to your post when it obviously deserves recognition. I agree.
Thank you.
I stopped posting there. I was like, I get 1 like and it's from Paul. It's like, that doesn't work.
But I did like it.
Yeah. Travis in Montana as well. John Doe, Brandon and Pearl. You guys were suggested to me by YouTube in my recommended. Excellent. Thank you, YouTube.
That's the same
YouTube
John
is-
Doe. I mean, Brandon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Is he behind the Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, are you living back there behind the Wiener Schnitzel or the other side? Whatever.
If you work at the Wiener Schnitzel, are you gonna hook it up or what?
Watching from Connecticut. Found you guys looking for Shark Podcast on YouTube.
Nice.
Destin, Florida. That's Cody. Thank you, Cody. Holloman Air Force Base, New Mexico.
Whoa.
Bay Area native. Found you guys on Facebook. Always entertaining and informative. Thank you, Lucas Pruitt.
My nephew actually was in the Air Force. He got honorably discharged because he they just basically needed to cut some people from. But now I think he wants to go back into it. So
Cool.
Air Force folks, way to go.
Swedish Stockholm, the Carlson trade video. That was a popular one.
Oh boy, yeah.
Bakersfield, recommended video after watching Game 4 highlights. Oh, so you're a new fan. Welcome, Roby. Bryant So Cool says, hi.
Hi.
Watching from Arizona, Sean Savage. I found this from Paul shamelessly plugging it in Discord. Bob Jackson.
shamelessly plug it? No, there was a lot of shame, I'm sure.
Robert from Iowa, currently winning your bracket challenge. Nice, Robert.
Hey, way to go.
We'll see what happens in the next
Robert,
one.
did you pick Columbus going beyond Tampa Bay? Really quick, let us know. Go ahead.
Sarah watching from Sacramento. Oh, and it just jumped on me. Dang it. I hate when it does that. Sorry. Look how I'm so far behind. Vegas has a great goal horn. Travis, Bozeman, Montana. Bozeman. Sorry. Hi again from Belarus, Gonzo. Had to go to another country today. Missed my train. Don't even care. Ironic that Bay Area team is moving to Las Vegas as well. Baker was saying Couture was letting them have it after bad shifts. Nice. He's chirping in there.
Wow.
Saludos viejon.
I think that means hello.
Well, it means hello. It's whatever. Glad he was keeping everybody in line about Couture.
Nice.
Stop hating on the pregame show, Paul.
What pregame?
Vegas. The Vegas pregame show.
Oh no, I don't like it. Yeah.
Golden Knights team name is still lame. The guy's an Army fan, the owner.
Okay.
And the Army is the Golden Knights or the Knights or something. Or the Black Knights. They're the Black Knights.
Oh, okay.
And he wanted it, and the Army said no, because I think they own the trademark.
Instead of the Black Knights, they call it the Golden Knights.
Yeah. He wanted to have Knights in there, and he wanted to have not Las Vegas, but Vegas to keep it shorter.
Yeah.
The fans need to lose their sense of entitlement. I hope they come crashing back down to earth. I agree. You posted your first video in the exact same time I was on Reddit trying to find a new hockey podcast show to watch. It was fate. And I've been following you the whole way through. That's true. That's Timu.
Nice.
Last summer, I saw a ton of Vegas merch around California. It was disgusting. That's what happens when you win, man. You're a new team. Look at when the Sharks came on the scene. They were the hottest new ticket in the league, and the Sharks jersey was the number one. I think that year was the number one selling jersey because it was such a cool logo and new. And I think Vegas's logo is, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's okay, and it's shiny.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, ooh, shiny.
I think it's a decent logo. I think the use of the Knight helmet where they skate out of it is, I don't know. I don't like that. I like the Shark head much more, obviously. But.
Yeah. Joel Soria. Hi, Aaron and Paul and Jason. Love the stream. Shout out to Black and Azul.
Yeah.
We have a sister show. It's called Black and Azul, and it's about the San Jose earthquakes. So if you like our show, you like the earthquakes, you will love that show. So give them a follow as well. Black and Azul. And Joel is one of the hosts. Yeah. And he's in here watching right now.
Oh, hello.
He was at the game tonight too.
Oh, nice.
At the Sharks game. So.
Oh, sweet.
Lucky him.
I should have been at the game tonight. I had 2 tickets. I was going to go by myself because I couldn't get anybody else to go with me. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to have to come and do the show afterwards anyway. So.
Oh, man.
I know. I was here for you guys, okay? I skipped out on going to the game for you guys. So.
Single tier.
I ended up selling the tickets for less than face. I know, tier. But no, the guy that I sold the tickets to, his wife had said, she hadn't been able to go to a game at all. And this was one heck of a game for her to go to. And the seats were phenomenal. Section 104, row 4. So they were right there on the corner, and you could see the whole thing. It was just beautiful. So glad that he got a chance to take a look at that. So good stuff.
Do you think that the Vegas fan base is toxic because of Gerald Gallant? I think the way he reacts to plays makes the Vegas fans think that this is the norm. Possibly. It could be possibly newer fans to not just Vegas, but to hockey. As I'm sure they have a big fan base that is new to hockey and still learning it. So I don't think he would have a lot to do with their fan base, but I think he plays into the theatrics of it, especially at home. And they show him, he's that we were talking about at the last game from Miracle. Herb Brooks type, where he's yelling and screaming and throwing a big tantrum, and everyone's like, oh, he's a good coach because he's yelling at the refs and the players, like, because Pete DeBoer doesn't do that, and people were upset about DeBoer not showing emotion. Like, it's almost like 2 extremes there. I'd prefer to have Pete DeBoer calm and cool behind the bench, and he still yells at the ref.
I was gonna say we've seen DeBoer lose it a couple times with the ref,
but not like Gallant.
Yeah.
That's going to be the screenshot.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to take that. Great.
Yep. Hope you guys like that one because that's going to be the thumbnail.
Yep. Quick question here. Who's your favorite Shark?
Of all time or on the roster right now? What are we
Probably
talking
right
about?
Now. Let's just say right
now. I have to go with Hurdle. I really do. I think he's done. I mean, okay. Jumbo, obviously Jumbo is like my favorite Shark. I mean, he's amazing, right? As a person and as a player, and everything that he's gone through, the perseverance, playing at the level that he's still playing at. He's an inspiration, and his hard work at practices I get to see sometimes because when I get to go see him, and he is just amazing. Having said that, Tomas Hertl, the evolution of Hertl has been a joy to watch, and it started for me. It started last season, really getting to see how well he puck protects, and like he said, using his big butt. And I mean, we see it all this season. We're seeing it in the postseason when he's on. I mean, he is really hard to stop.
He's
and
Yager light.
Yeah, I mean, his puck possession skills are insane. His stick handling, he can keep the puck away really, really well. His shot is really good. His sense of where to go and how to cut, and where to put the puck and everything. He's just such a complete player now. And I'm just really impressed with him, and I think right now, yeah, he's probably my favorite Shark. Yeah.
Someone, Pye. I'm Swedish, watching from the UK, and he found us from the UK 65 video.
Nice.
We have a lot of Swedish fans.
folks. Yeah.
We actually, most of our views, I think, Sweden is like number 2 country behind, in front of Canada. So it's U.S. and then Sweden and then Canada.
Yeah.
And then Finland, thanks to Timu.
Oh.
I've always said that Vegas fans are not really fans besides the ones in the area, just a bunch of drunks that buy the gear.
Okay, so I mean, here's the thing with Vegas. Like, the folks that are in Vegas, they live that lifestyle of being rowdy and everything's a party and all that stuff. That's their life, right? So you inject that into a sports team, and they finally have a sports team there. So yeah, of course their fans are going to be rowdy and obnoxious and annoying and blah 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 blah. I mean, there's some of them that aren't. Don't get me wrong. There was the one guy, Vegas VGK coverage, or
he was on.
That guy was super cool. We've had a couple people in the comments from Vegas, super cool. I don't mean to judge all of them, obviously, but on the whole, a lot of the ones that we see, in the socials, they're pretty obnoxious. So, but I think that's what you're going to get out of the folks that are in that area and live that life, and that's just kind of, it's ingrained in the way that they act. So, and that's okay.
Yeah, they're talking about. There's some comments here about Couture being the captain. He was tailor-made to be the captain. He was drafted as a player from Ottawa 67s, and
captain.
He was like bred to be the captain eventually of the Sharks. I think that's why he took a semi-team-friendly deal. And I think they promised, okay, you're going to be the captain in X amount of years. So, someone watching from Salt Lake City, Utah, and it just jumped on me. Come on. Every fan base has toxicity. That's true. Paul is so biased, I guess.
Okay, talk to me. Why am I biased? Let's go.
Man, I'm really.
The only reason I'm biased is because I see what I see when I'm seeing people, and I see it in San Jose's fan base too. I'm not saying
I got it.
I'm not saying that it's only Vegas fans. I see it with San Jose fans, but I mean I don't think San Jose is the jumping hot city like Vegas is. I don't think that's kind of ingrained in the way that we cheer for our team necessarily. So
another one from Sacramento, found you on YouTube when I was looking for more Sharks playoff hype talk about a month ago. John Doe lives near the Arco on Brandon and Pearl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you think Vegas versus San Jose is bigger, bitter rivalry than Vegas LA, and they're watching from Vegas? Yes, I think only because LA's not in the playoffs this year, and Vegas swept LA last year in the playoffs. So I think it would be a bigger rivalry if last year that series went to a 7-game series and Vegas won, or if LA beat Vegas, or if LA was in the playoffs again this year or battling for a playoff spot. I think it would be a bigger rivalry than what it is. I think because the Sharks, Vegas has played San Jose twice now in the playoffs. They haven't played any other team twice, only San Jose. So it'll be really interesting if the Sharks turn this around and beat them in 7. I think Vegas fans will be very bitter.
Yeah.
It'll be great. It'll be fantastic. Maniac Yeti is in England. That's great. Brash John, great podcast show. One of the best fan shows around.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Can we blow up about the Vegas head coming to the ice like the Sharks head? Well, what's the saying?
flattery.
Mimicking is better.
No, hold on. Somebody type it. We know what the
whatever is the
imitation is
the
form of flattery.
The best
right?
form of flattery.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
We're not smart by any means. We just do this show. So.
Watching from Denver, go Sharks! Keep crying gallant. Irish Sharks fan living in San Mateo. Found you on Instagram. Cool. Instagram. That's a new one. Only pick Columbus because I figured Tampa would choke hard in the first round. I don't think they would beat either Toronto or Boston. I have them losing to Boston in the second round. So hopefully Boston gets out of the first round. Otherwise, that whole side's going to be messed up. I have Boston actually in the finals. So San Jose Sharks are Bay. Now they're the gold. Where are we? Baker is a huge homer on the broadcast. Do you guys think he should tone it down or no? No, I think he is what he is. And after this round, they're not going to be doing the broadcast. It'll be only national broadcast. I like Baker. I think he is a little bit on the homer side, but I don't mind it because I'm used to it, I guess. And I like him. I like him as a guy and a former player. I watched him play too. So I think it's fine. I
remember when Baker first kind of got on the scene there doing the broadcast, and I didn't really care for his style or his analysis. Maybe it just took him a while to warm up, or me to warm up to him. But yeah, I don't mind Jamie. I think he does a pretty good job of saying what's going on and analyzing the play. I really like Brett Hedican. I liked everything that he's ever had to say. Maybe it's because former players and whatnot, they have a much better eye for the game and they could pick things out right away. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have a problem with them. And if they're, obviously they're going to be a little bit more on the homer side. But I don't think there's really a problem with that. We've seen some other broadcasts that are much worse. I think Boston. When you have to watch Boston's feed, it's just infuriating. But yeah.
Gallant turns into a human tomato screaming at the ref so much. He acts as the ringmaster for the franchise. DeBoer mainly just snarls at the refs. He doesn't say much. Those bobbleheads, though. Yeah, we got a lot of bobbleheads. It's cool, huh?
That was the other thing I want to show. We've decided on this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So this here was there's the Patty Marleau 500 goals, and on the other side was the Jumbo 1,000 assists. But I happened to get that signed by Jumbo today. Now this is a puck that we actually had a puck just like this on the set before. This is not that puck. This puck was given to us by a Discord user, Hero, Hiro, and he very generously gave us a puck and a pennant and a Beast Mode bobble and a couple other things to use as giveaways, which we'll be using that stuff as giveaways along with lots of other stuff. We haven't figured out how we're going to do it just yet, but we will have an event that we're doing where we're going to start giving stuff away. This puck that's signed by Joe Thornton is one of the things that we are going to give away. So I trust that you guys aren't going to just flip it on eBay. But yeah, I mean, really awesome. Got to see him today, and he was very generous in signing a few things for the fans that were hanging out outside because it was a closed practice. So obviously we were waiting outside for everybody to come out. So this is one of those that we will be giving away. So yeah, signed by Jumbo Joe. Mm-hmm. I actually wouldn't even mind necessarily doing the Jones stick. I figured the way that the series is going, nobody would want it. But, who knows?
It doesn't stop pucks.
It doesn't stop puck. It does. It's got some puck marks on it. So
that's just.
I was actually, real talk. I was gonna wipe the puck marks off of it to kind of like make it so it was like clean, and looked really nice. But then I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that because people are just gonna slam it for having no puck marks.
So you banged it up.
That's okay. Yeah. So anyway, that's another thing to look out for. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing yet, but we will have a lot of things that we're going to be basically giving away to you guys. Some of the stuff is on the set here. Yeah. We had a lot of people saying they like the shirts. I'm sure we'll be doing something with some of the shirts. I think we'd like to keep one or two because they're dope. But I mean, some of the baubles and just random stuff that we've got, we've collected over the season. Some of it's going to go. So keep your eyes open for that. And if you are not subscribed to us on YouTube or following us on Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram, you will not know about this. So please make sure that you are doing those things, checking the notification bell and everything else so that you know when we do this stuff and you can be a part of it and capitalize on it. So.
Steve Sloan, Go Bells 98.
Nice.
Same as Jason. And Go Sharks, Carlsbad, California.
Is that David Leathers by chance?
Steve Sloan.
Okay. No. Oh, he's from Carlsbad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. A former worker of mine,
okay.
Dave Leathers. Yeah. So, hey, thank you for joining.
Josh Castro sending some love from San Diego. Thanks for putting on the show. Hopefully we'll be watching the Fin Factor post Game 7 after the Sharks clinch the series.
Yes. San Diego and Carlsbad, you guys have San Diego, the Gulls down there, and I believe they're playing against the Barracuda right now in the Callie Cup playoffs.
And its imitation is the best form of flattery.
Thank you.
I'm way behind. Sorry.
Yeah. Jeez.
Barracuda also won against the San Diego Gulls. Good, because they lost Game 1 in overtime, I believe.
It was 6-5. They pulled Bibo, and Coronash went in, and then it was 5-5 going into OT, and they let one slide in there. So I guess that series is now 1-1 then?
Yeah.
Good, because now it's coming back to San Jose for the next 3 games. So hopefully it only takes another 2.
Yep. Watching Paul and Aaron trying to come up with the imitation flattery phrase after it's already been typed is so amusing. Sorry.
Like I said,
I wasn't scrolling fast enough.
I never claimed to be intelligent, okay? I never claimed.
Yeah, Boston's feet is like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Christy Yamaguchi's at the game. Well,
yes.
I don't know if you know this, but her husband is Brett Hedigan, who's on the broadcast.
Yeah. Doesn't mean she has to be at the game. She was in like the seats though, like on the glass, you know. Yeah. So yeah,
it's so funny. My wife is from Boston,
okay.
So she didn't grow up a Sharks fan or whatever. But everybody knows who Christy Yamaguchi is, right?
Yeah.
We were downtown, I think near downtown Ice a year ago, and Christy Yamaguchi walks by, and my wife was just like, oh, like starstruck, like, oh my god. And I was like, let's go say hi to her. No, it's okay. I'm like, God, jeez, so funny. Anyway,
what about Brian Boitano?
Brian Boitano
from South Park.
Yeah. If and when we have Brett Hedigan on the show, I'm sure he'll come on at some point. He's already said that he would be interested.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like ask him who gets stopped more, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think maybe with Sharks fans now that he's on the broadcast, he's a little more popular. Right. But he was never a Shark, so they didn't know who he was. But
she was a Olympic, like
exactly.
Well, he was too, but what
different.
Yeah, different, but he was still in the Olympics.
He was on a team.
Yeah.
She was by herself.
I agree.
I think she's a little bored.
I agree.
Whatever. Thanks for the show, fellas. Maybe you all need a Gallant bobblehead.
Oh, that'd be so good.
If it was really red, that would be awesome.
Maybe we'll just like take one of the heads off of one of these guys and then just put like a tomato on like a spring and then just bounce the tomato around.
All right, let's talk about Game 6.
Yeah, okay.
They're kind of starting to talk about it. So what would you want to see in Game 6?
I mean, really the same effort, really. It's not the same outcome that I'm looking for, although I would love to have the same outcome. I want the same effort. And what you're going to see is you're going to see Vegas fans going berserk again. Vegas Golden Knights are going to get a ton of energy off of that. And if they start off the game with a quick goal again, building off all that energy, it's going to go downhill real fast. So what you want to have, again, is the same good, hard start that you had in this game. And if you can carry that throughout the first period, wonderful. But you're going to need those legs all the way through, right? So I'm not sure. Again, I don't know what they had for breakfast this morning, but I would eat it again every day until Game 6. And really what it comes down to is what I want to see, energy. You got to see that energy throughout the entire game. You got to see that effort throughout the entire game, the legs moving, all that. And protecting the net. Again, if you don't think Martin Jones is a very good goaltender, that's fine. We only gave up 2 today, and they were both power play goals. 2 or fewer, we win. When you shut down defensively, you're helping Martin Jones out. Whether or not you feel he's good or not is irrelevant. You're helping him out when you shut it down by playing good defensively in front of him. You keep those shots to the outside as best you can. He's probably going to make the save. If the rebound comes out and you clear it, he doesn't have to worry about making a rebound save, right? If you think he's not a good goalie, fine. Help him out. That's my whole point on that one. Go ahead.
I think the Sharks really need to try hard in not giving them any chances in the first 5 minutes. Getting that momentum, especially in home ice, is going to be huge.
Yep.
I think you clog up the neutral zone so they don't get their speed going in. You really play conservative out of the back and try not to do too many stretch passes or turnovers. I think you get on the board first. I mean, it's so easy to say, score first. But I think you take that away from them. Now they're kind of second thinking about their game, kind of like they were tonight.
Yeah.
And they're not hitting as much. They're not skating as hard. They're getting beat out to the battles. And now it's getting in their head like, oh, wow, these guys are coming back. Like, we need to kind of do something here. And then and then hopefully it's too late at that point, and then they come back home for a Game 7.
See, and here's why one of my keys to the game, one of the things I didn't say was get the first goal. Because if Vegas does get the first goal, immediately you're like, oh, that was one of our keys. That was one of the things we wanted to do. Gosh, we're in a hole now, right?
Yeah.
I don't care who scores first. I care about the effort and how hard you're willing to work. You can go down by a goal in the first period. There are 3 periods total. There's 2 more to go after that, right? Even if you get out of the first period down 1-0, you've got 40 more minutes a game to play. If you're not willing to put the effort in, it doesn't matter who scored first. You're going to lose that game. So you need to have a good 60-minute, just like Zach Cross says, 60 minutes, right?
Stay out of the box.
Play a full 60 minutes and stay out of the penalty box, right? I mean, if you do those things and you put the effort in, this team is too good. This team is too good when they're moving their feet and they're trying. They're too good to lose a game, in my opinion. So that's the way I see it. If they do that, they're going to get out of this in really good shape.
Dr. Hook, you guys are great. Thank you for the great shows. Go Bells, class of 2013.
Nice.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, you feel old?
Yeah. Really old. Jeez.
You want to tell them what class we're in?
No, I don't. Yeah, why not?
We're 2000.
Yeah.
Not that I'd care about my age or anything.
13 years later.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Because that's what Brian Boitano would do.
That's what Brian Boitano would do.
Yeah. I can't not sing it.
Yeah.
AHL team renamed San Jose Solar Sharks.
Like the Solar Bears, but yeah,
Right.
it's cute. Nice.
I feel like Vegas took a lot of long shots today trying to exploit Jones's lack of confidence. The irony is that the easy saves had the opposite effect, which we've talked about a lot
Yes.
before.
He needs to feel the puck to start the game. You push the play to the outside. They're firing shots that are very low quality, low danger shots. He's going to stop it. He feels the puck now, right? He gets into the game when he feels the puck. If you're starting the game off with a breakaway from Mark Stone and you're already having confidence issues, yeah, it's probably going in the net, and he doesn't get a chance to feel the puck at all. So get him into the game, let him feel the puck, push the play to the outside. That's why I was saying, at least in those first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, really focus on hunkering down in your zone and pushing that play to the outside. If you can do that, he's going to feel the puck, he's going to get into the game, he's going to be warmed up and ready to go. And just in general, if you're protecting the house, right, that's what that area that's right in front of the net there, they call it the house, protect the house. And the defenseman's job is to push him to the outside. So as long as you're doing that, I think we have a really good chance of getting out of Game 6 and bringing it back to SAP.
Yep. What's up, boys? I'm from Monterey, California, but I live in Vegas. I'm so sorry. Go Sharks. Also, what's your Cash App to send a donation? You can either do the Super Chat through YouTube, or you can purchase some merch, which we'll plug right now.
Yeah.
Go to thefinfactor.com, and you can check out, we have shirts, we have hats, we have stickers, and we will get a portion of those proceeds going to the show.
The 3 little lines in the top corner. Click that. You get the drop down that says support the show. It doesn't say store, right? We support the show. That's really what you're doing, is supporting the show. So, yeah, T-shirts. There's teal, silver. No, sorry. It's teal, gray, and black. Silver? Where did that come from?
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Golden Knights.
No, you're done. Quiet you. So there's gray, teal, and black shirts. The teal is really awesome, by the way. And the black women's V-cut, as well as hats, which are reasonably priced for the quality that they are. I don't know if we have one nearby. Maybe you can throw me one, super producer Jason. But yeah, so there it is. Really high quality stuff, guys. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but the lettering really comes off the side of that hat there. It's really raised up. It's really nice stitching. It's good stuff. We didn't buy a bunch of garbage to try to sell you guys.
Right.
So, really nice stuff over at the store, and you are absolutely supporting the show. So anything you do, we really do appreciate it. But those are the ways you can help us out.
All right, time to feel old. There is somebody from class of 01, 2 people from class of 01.
That's not bad.
Class of 06, class of 2014,
Okay,
class
worse.
of 2018.
Oh boy.
And that makes you guys about 36. 37.
37, yeah.
Yeah. Pioneer Mustangs, class of 06. I'm sailing away. Okay. Going off the rails here.
Aaron wants to start Fin Factor karaoke, I think. Maybe not.
Yeah. People are talking about Fleury, and they got to get his confidence
Down,
right?
Yeah.
And I think they did a better job of that in game 1 than they did in today's game. Getting in front of him, getting him that game 2 call on Couture where he got called for goal interference, that really did kind of mess with their confidence a little bit. I don't feel like they've been getting in front of him as much. I think they need to do that more. Get more bodies in front of the net, block his vision.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I've been saying about Martin Jones too is, I have a hard time blaming him for some of these goals where you've got, it was, I think, the first goal in the previous game where there was, I think it was Dylan and somebody else were like basically right in front of him, and the shot went through their legs, and I'm looking at the replay from an overhead kind of shot, and I know what to expect, and I know where the puck went, and I'm looking for the puck, and I still can't see the puck. So I can't imagine him trying to do it in real time, actually trying to look through two bodies to find that puck. It's got to be a tough thing to do. So the fact that, getting in front of any goaltender's eyes, really, but getting in front of Fleury's eyes, not allowing him to see it, that's the best way to get him to lose track of the puck and to put it in the back of the net. We saw that a couple times tonight. I feel like he kind of lost track of the puck. So, yeah, definitely. I think getting in front of him, getting in his eyes, that's really the best way to try to beat this guy. So I agree with you. I think if we frustrate him by essentially not allowing to do his job, by basically blinding him, if you will, I think that's a really good way of frustrating him, and it's going to help us out.
There's a class of 2012 and a class of 97. Oh, I feel younger now.
Okay.
Will you guys go live during the regular season for next season or only for playoffs? What we kind of morphed into during the season this year is we usually record on Sunday nights once a week for an episode that comes out on Monday. But before we do that episode, we do a live for about 45 minutes to an hour just to take questions. We might expand that. Who knows? But it's more of a time commitment issue with us. We both have two young kids, and our wives really don't want us to do more.
There's the time commitment thing, and then there's also, you'll notice through this episode, right, that Aaron and I aren't sitting here going, yeah, we're going to win it all, we're the best team, they suck, oh. We never did that, right? In the previous game, we never sat here and went, oh, the Sharks are terrible, we suck, and we should just everybody go to the golf course now, right? We don't go too high on the highs, we don't go too low on the lows, right? We try to keep it even keel and look at the things that we did right, look at the things we did wrong, and kind of go from there. Now, the regular season, what we've been doing, again, like you said, once a week. Now, that gives us really the opportunity to look at 3 games, 4 games, 2 games, whatever it is in that week stretch, and say the things that we did well, the things we didn't do so well, and it eliminates things like that 7-game win streak where everyone was like, we're the best team ever, and then it was followed up by a 3-game losing streak where we're the worst team ever.
Yeah.
And then it was a 5-game win streak after that, and we were the best team ever again. It's like this emotional roller coaster that everybody's on when you look at each individual game. It's kind of eliminated and looked at, I guess, more in a better light when you take it as chunks, right? So we took those weeks as chunks, and it's like, man, the Sharks did really well. During that losing streak, well, they didn't do too well, but the previous games they won, and they looked pretty good. And then we lost a game and another game, and then we had a couple games where we won, and we looked at that week, and hey, they looked okay. They could have been better, but it wasn't this emotional roller coaster, right? Yeah. Again, for playoffs, it doesn't make sense for us to do every week to do a show recap because no one would care, right? In playoffs, you kind of need to get it out. So what's been nice about this is being able to come out, after the kids are down for bed and everything.
After the game's over, and there's no editing, so our producer gets to go to bed.
Yeah.
After the show.
Night.
Normally he's up doing editing for another hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it is, and
depending on how much tweets we have to throw up on the screen.
He hates Twitter because we have to put anyways. So yeah, we again, it's different from the weekly stuff that we've been doing to the live stuff that we were doing here. And again, we still go live for a good maybe half hour, 45 minutes to an hour before we do our weekly show. So there's still that interaction, and we do love having the interaction. I'm glad we started doing the lives. This has been great.
We're also in podcast form, so if you can't watch, you can always listen. You can find us on Stitcher,
SoundCloud,
Spotify.
Thank you. iTunes, podcasts,
and Google.
Right. And then the other one, TuneIn Radio, has not been very good at staying up to date, so I wouldn't suggest them. If somebody out there happens to work for TuneIn, step your game up. But everybody else seems to get it right away. It's just TuneIn for some reason, and we've gone 3 weeks without them updating. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah.
Stone had 0 shots tonight. I didn't realize that.
Wow, that's an amazing stat.
What I said, going back to what I said earlier, you control that line, and they looked harmless, almost harmless. Maybe not harmless. That's not the right word. But they were beatable.
Far less threatening, we'll say. Yeah.
Should we Avery Flower? You're not allowed to do that anymore. Sean Avery.
Oh, Yeah.
No, where you
screen
him by looking at him.
Yeah.
That's the Sean Avery rule. They made
Yeah.
it a rule right after that, so
Yeah.
you can't do that anymore.
Did
I was
you see
just
the
thinking
snow
about
shower?
that like a week ago.
Did you see the snow shower?
Tonight?
Yeah.
No.
I forget who it was, but did that to Jones. I guess
Jones.
Yeah, they skated up on him. He covered the puck, and I think it was Pacioretty. He acted like he was still skating, and then he tried to stop short, and then sorry, he puts his glove up like, oh hey, sorry. Really, he could have just turned and skated around. Yeah, but no, he had to hit the brakes, and gave him the shower there. Yeah.
They said that these polos would make nice golf shirts if we sold them. The problem is these are expensive, and if we were to sell them, it's going to be like a $70 polo shirt.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to want to buy it, so
Right.
we didn't do polos. Should do a 20-minute pregame. Problem for pregame for us is we have kids, and we put them down to bed. Their bedtime is between 7 and 8, which is right around pregame.
Right.
Or during the first period, so...
So we would have to come to the studio to do the shot, and then... Yeah, so unfortunately, it's just the life that we lead.
Yeah,
so
we have lives outside of it, so we can't do as much. Sorry.
Shouldn't say unfortunately. Our wives are probably watching this.
Yes.
And,
My wife's in bed. She's asleep.
Okay.
Can't subscribe twice, unfortunately. I know. I wish you could, because that'd be awesome.
I mean, you could. There's ways to, but don't worry about it. It's not about the numbers, guys. It's all about the interactions. We love the interactions. If we had 10 subscribers, I'd still be happy with the way we're going back and forth. This has just been a lot of fun.
Yep. Pickles coming back really helped. I agree.
Yeah.
They made the Avery thing the rule because of Martin Brodeur cried about it. I thought it was very
clever.
I thought so. I mean, Sean Avery, I hated him when he was on the Kings because we saw him so much, but once he became a Ranger, I was like, oh, perfect, get out of here.
Yeah, in video games, they would say it's a creative use of in-game mechanics, right? It's it's a way of kind of like bending the rules and cheating it a little bit, but
not
the game allows you to do it, right? So sure, why not?
Yeah.
13 dislikes on the video.
Yeah, we have a lot of dislikes. I think we had a lot of Vegas fans.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. And by the way, if you are a Vegas fan, we're certainly not hating on you or
we're
anything.
Not slamming you.
I'm sure a lot of you are very nice and cordial people, but there are a lot that are just kind of not. And the same thing can be said for any fan base, including ours. But it's just kind of our observation. So.
But last time we got that many dislikes, we won the next game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Wow.
Are there any other sports that you guys like other than hockey? I play soccer. I grew up playing soccer, and I still play soccer. Now I'm in the old man league, which means I'm the young man in the old man league. It's fantastic. So it's a 35 and over indoor soccer that I play.
I don't like soccer at all. No, the only thing I like about soccer is indoor soccer. Indoor soccer essentially is hockey.
It's hockey.
So I like it. It's a lot more faster paced. There's not the gigantic field. Everybody has to ants going down thing. Anyway,
you don't like soccer because it's a chess game.
No. I don't mind chess games. That's fine.
It's too slow for you.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it is too slow. No, I mean, if you're talking about slow sports, baseball is ridiculously slow. Football, even I don't like football because it's like, okay, we had to play. It lasted 5 seconds. Okay, let's all sit and talk in a circle for a little while. And that's
in-person football's
awful. You have a viewer that works for TuneIn.
Oh, do I? Step your game up, bro.
Get us relisted.
No, you know what the problem is? I have to email them every single time saying, hey man, we're 2 weeks behind. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, going back to sports that I don't like, pretty much all of them. Hockey for me is the ultimate sport. There's nonstop action. There's enough scoring that it's intriguing, but there's still low enough scoring that a goal actually means something. Like in basketball, they hit a shot. Who cares? I will only care about the last 4 minutes, right? So I could care less how many times.
He was kidding. I don't work for TuneIn. LOL.
Hater. But soccer, it's there's how many shots on goal in a game? 5?
Well, on goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually
maybe.
on goal?
Yeah, depending.
Yeah. No, soccer. There's a ball that goes 80 feet wide, and they go, oh, I was even close. No, you weren't even close, bro.
You're such a stereotype. I love it.
And? I don't care.
If you watch the EPL, you'd be amazed.
Okay.
It's the English Premier League.
Do they play on a smaller field? Because then I would be...
It's the best of the best in the world.
Okay.
We're the highest paid. Think of it like the NHL is the best league for hockey, right? EPL is the best league. One of the best. I think it's the best for soccer. The highest paid players are there, or most of the highest paid players. And it's also the most teams that are really good. Mm-hmm. Where other leagues will have 1 or 2 teams that are really good. Mm-hmm. EPL has 5 or 6 that are really good.
Does
And
that guy Messi and Ronaldo, do they play in that league?
Messi is on Barcelona in Spain.
But that's in that league?
Ronaldo is no longer in the no, it's a
different one?
It's a Spanish league.
Okay.
Barcelona, Spain.
Okay. No, I don't. You said from all around the world. I don't know, dude. I don't watch soccer.
Yeah, they had. Forget it.
Anyway, I was gonna say, because on Tuesdays, and you guys are more than welcome to show up and join me, and I should get a sponsorship from these folks. Buffalo Wild Wings every Tuesday, dude. I show up there. It's BOGO. Buy one get one on the boneless wings, man. They are delicious. So I go over there and I watch soccer on the TV because that's what they put on. They only have one TV that's got NHL Network on it, and sometimes I watch that, but I already know what's happened on the Boston Toronto game. So I'll sit there and I'll watch some soccer and I try, and it just doesn't go too well. But Tuesdays,
go Quakes. I do have season tickets to the Quakes. I have 2 seats, but I split them with Adam, with our buddy. So I don't get to go to a lot yet, especially during tax season. I was not doing anything. Off the Wall or Silver Creek. I grew up playing Off the Wall. Now I play at Silver Creek because I live over on that side, and Silver Creek was much nicer and better than Off the Wall. Off the Wall got kind of ghetto and gross.
By the way, if anybody wants to go back to Sharks hockey, just let us know.
And now they're talking about Champions League, Champions League is awesome. You should watch that. I mean, you don't.
Do they play on an indoor small field? Because then I would like it.
No.
That's what it comes down to.
All right, Champions League takes.
I don't care.
It's all the teams in Europe, all the leagues in Europe. Imagine hockey. There's a Canadian league, an American league, a Mexican league.
Yeah, and then the ones that the last 2 ones get bumped out.
No.
Is that something else?
They take the top 2 teams of each league and put them in a tournament.
Okay.
That's Champions League.
That's cool.
They play during the season that everyone else is playing.
I like that. I like the premise of that. I don't like the sport, unfortunately.
All right, I'm done. Done.
They play with a square ball, too.
They play with a square ball. They're kicking around a Rubik's Cube.
All right, I think we're talking soccer now, so I think we're going to go.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the people who donated. That's fantastic. Thank you again.
Truly amazing, the generosity from our viewers, guys. We really do appreciate it. We're not sitting here taking cash and putting it in our pockets or anything. This is something that really does help out the show, and enables us to do stuff like take these baubles and be able to do fun things with them, like give them away to you guys, and it really does help enable us to do those sorts of things. So again, thank you so much for that. Another thing that it helped us do was buy some Expo markers that we needed at the very beginning. The first one that we got was a $10 super chat,
right?
And that was
months
awesome.
ago. I will say, if you buy anything in our store, that does help support the show as well, and you get something out of it. And we just fulfilled a ton of orders last week, so they should have gone out. You should have gotten them. Please send us your pictures. We will put them up on our social media. We'll put them up during the show, and we appreciate it.
We have sold quite a bit of shirts and hats and whatnot, and we've not received a single picture.
Everyone thinks that we're
lying. Yeah. They think we're full of it. But yeah, so if you do happen to get that merch in, because again, a lot of it I think already just went out from the last time. If you do get that merch in, please do go ahead and show it proudly, take a picture. We'll happily put it up on one of our shows or something to that effect on our socials. So
apparently Hurdle guaranteed Game 7.
Oh, during the I heard that.
Yeah. Cool.
I love it.
Good.
A little bit of some confidence there. I love it. This one here, Hurdle, right there. That's Shimmick. Hurdle. Bubble. Anyway.
He's Leonardo. Nice.
Hey, again, guys, thank you so much for all of the super chat donations. Thank you so much for being a part of the live show. We really can't do this without you guys, obviously, because of the interactions that we get and the comments. We love that you guys are always in the room waiting for us to come on the show. We're starting it early because we see you guys there. We don't want you to leave.
Chomping at the bit.
Yeah, and because he doesn't want to get behind on the comments, right? So he doesn't care. Yeah. But anyway, again, thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it. We love doing this show, and I love that the whole premise of the show was supposed to be a conversation between 3 friends. You, me, the camera, and the people behind it, and it plays out really well when we do it as a live show. So I could not be more thrilled, and we're just so happy that you guys are enjoying it too. So having said all that, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. For super producer Jason, my name is Paul.
I'm Aaron.
And this was the Fin Factor. So thank you.
We'll see you on Easter Sunday, hopefully.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We'll figure it out, and we'll see you.
Yeah, because he's going to be gone, so we'll have to figure it out. But we'll do something. Okay. Thank you guys again. Bye-bye.
Bye.